Daniel, that's a interesting question. To quote a friend of mine, multifamily is an unfair game, meaning the longer you're in it, the more advantages you have over everyone else. So part of why we've still been able to do a couple deals recently is because we've been present in the same markets for, almost a decade and a half now. And so some properties, some opportunities come directly to us and just, no one else gets to see them. And of course, there's deals that go to other people that we don't get to see too. It's not just us. Um, there's been I'll give one example though to directly answer the question is there's been a flight to, I would call quality the last several years in multifamily, meaning everyone's like, okay, you know what? I just want the shiny, clean, beautiful looking class A minus to A property and, super low risk and all that. And there's good reason for that. However, as we start to come out of the bottom of the cycle and the distress works its way through, there's actually some really good opportunities starting to show up in that kind of not class D. No one admits that a class D is a class D, right? And class D is crack house, violence, bring a gun if you're showing up to collect rent, right? I think one time in my entire life, thousands of properties, I actually saw a broker say, yeah, this is class D. It's always, well, yeah, it's a C, yeah. So I'm not talking the true class D stuff. I'm talking about, 1960s, 70s product, class C, which is kind of your workforce housing, probably, paycheck to paycheck, probably will never buy a house, that kind of thing. But in good markets with rising incomes, rising population growth, but those properties are getting into distress because many of them were bought in the last 5, 6, 7 years by owner operators or syndicators that don't know how to operate in difficult markets like we have now. Couple that with the challenges of floating rate debt and those loans coming due, you have properties that are suffering significant distress, but not because they're bad properties in bad areas. It's because basically of ownership issues.